It has been 1 year since anybody has seen Chance Englebert since leaving a home in Gering, but police say their investigation is very much active. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, today marks the 1-year anniversary of Chance Englebert's disappearance, and Gering police say that they are continuing their investigation until the case is closed.
Sunday, July 7th, our officers were contacted to let us know that Chance Englebert was last seen the previous evening. And then we kind of got the investigation rolling from there.
Captain Jason Rogers says that Chance was golfing earlier in the day in Bayard, and somewhere between then and returning back to his in-laws' home in Gering had gotten into an argument and stormed off and headed north on foot.
The video that I've seen, and I know Investigator Eads has seen, is took a left right there at Martha Road, right by, I believe it's Weathercraft Roofing, and then looks like cut through Terrytown there, because that would be, I don't want to call it a straight shot, but I mean, it would be kind of a shot through the Terrytown area and then over to where that video shows a man walking at the intersection of Terry Boulevard and Stable Club Road.
That following week, massive search efforts began with nearly 18 agencies involved.
Started Monday at the intersection of Avenue I and Owl Road. Started searching there with Bob Hessler and the CERT folks. Started walking, that Owl Road area. Had people walking up along the railroad tracks. And then as information became available, we just kind of expanded the search from there.
12 months later, there have been zero signs of Englebert to this point, but investigator Brian Eads says tips and fresh leads continue to come in and are thoroughly vetted.
The follow-up has been literally ongoing up till current. There's not a week goes by that our man hours aren't being devoted to this case. Very rarely is there a day that goes by that there's not at least some follow-up of some sort going on, be it following up on a tip that comes in through email, Facebook, phone calls, which we're pleased to see the tips are still to this day, almost a year later, continuing to come in, which is positive to see that people still recognize the importance of the case. And we recognize it as well. Every tip that comes in gets reviewed by all of us that are knowledgeable of the case, and then whatever follow-up can be done on it is.
Rogers says not a day goes by where he doesn't think about Chance and his family.
Personally speaking, in a case like this, where as someone who's involved in the investigation, when you can't get those answers, when you don't have those answers, that just keeps you motivated, keeps that drive going to, we need to find the answers if those answers are available, right? So, this case will remain open as long as we absolutely possibly can until we can get those answers. Because not only do we want the answers, we know the family wants the answers, right? We know his wife and his mother and father and all of his extended friends and family, they all want the same answers we do. So until we can come up with them, it's going to remain an open investigation.
The Gering police continue to ask for the public's help, and anybody with information, video that hasn't been submitted yet, or names of people that investigators may need to talk to please contact them so they can close this case.
The last thing I would say is everybody who knows about this case, please just keep Chance and his family and friends in your prayers. I know that the family, we have contact with them still. Everything at this point helps this investigation come to a close, and we're just asking for the public's help.
And friends and those who have been looking for Chance are asking the public to gather with them tonight at 7 p.m. at the Paul Reed Construction parking lot in Gering. That's according to Monica Ream, one of the organizers for this event.
We're going to walk around up and down 10th Street, in front of the cameras that he was spotted on, the Dooley Oil and the Domino's Pizza, and then we'll walk around Terry's Lake and then back to Paul Reed. But when we get to Terry's Lake, Pastor Tyson Lambertson from the Rock Church is going to offer a prayer vigil.
Reem tells KNEB News those who have been looking for Chance have put in hundreds of hours and miles looking for the man during organized searches or whenever they had time to spare. She tells us the event is intended to remind the community that Chance is still missing and to show support for his family, which is holding a similar event this evening in South Dakota. Well, coming up after the break, we could soon have a heat wave on our hands with temperatures set to crack triple digits throughout the week. Bill Boyer's in with your full week forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
Local lending. We're here for you from start to finish. Keeping money in our economy. Supporting local jobs. Giving back to our community. Investing in entrepreneurship. Making our quiet towns a destination. At Platte Valley Bank, we support local because we are local.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
Going to be dealing with hot conditions. In fact, very hot tomorrow here across the region. We're going to put cooler in quotation marks. Still going to be quite warm Wednesday, Thursday, and then very hot again this weekend. Part of a prolonged heat wave that's probably going to last most of the next 10 days here across the region. Yesterday we hit 98 degrees, a low of 60. Yes, it can be real hot this time of year. 108, your record high back in 1989. Picked up a trace of additional moisture right about where we should be for the month of July, but still that deep hole as we go into the second half of 2020. Temps still well into the 90s here across most of the high plains and really across most of the central part of the country. And this is really where you're going to see this prolonged period of 90s out here, and the hot weather really going to entrench itself here in our region. We have 95 right now in Sydney, 97 in Oshkosh. Winds not too bad. You see just a few little winds here across the area where we're going to be dealing with some of those thunderstorms, and they're very isolated hit or miss showers at that. Otherwise, we have temperatures that are not too bad and winds that are staying fairly calm. Severe weather threat confined off to the north and east of us right now for the evening hours. We have a marginal risk of a severe storm down into our region. It's going to be very hit or miss today. Situation very similar tomorrow. Better chances off to the north in portions of South Dakota. Then we shove all that off to the east of us as we go into Wednesday. And the thunderstorm chance is going to be lowest here on Wednesday. Again, a 20% chance hit or miss shower or thunderstorm. That's really all we expect the next couple of days. But some of those could be strong at times. You'll see them very isolated dotting the map this evening. By 9, 10 o'clock, they move out as they lose all the instability that they had to work with. Temps going to fall down into only the 60s overnight for most of us here across the region. A couple of upper 50s in eastern Wyoming, down to only near 70 or so tomorrow, or for a low tonight in Valentine. As we see tomorrow, same situation, just a couple isolated late afternoon thunderstorms get developed. By the afternoon hours, they push off to the east and away from us as we go into the overnight hours and into early Wednesday. Things clear out here across the region. But man, look at the temps. They are going to soar tomorrow into the 100s here across the region. Many of us going to exceed that century mark tomorrow. It is certainly going to be quite hot out there. And precip very, very light, if any, here across the region. Again, most of us will stay dry. 65 tonight, a stray storm or two, that's it. Otherwise, partly cloudy skies. Downright hot tomorrow. We're going to call it 104 for a forecast high. Anything over 100 is plenty hot. We'll cool down Wednesday, Thursday, stay out of the 100s. Only to return, though, look at Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Temps at or above 100 each of those days with hot conditions prolonged here across the high plains.
This is Brad, president of Allo Communications. At Allo and across the nation, the way we connect is changing and growing. our connections to family, colleagues, and the community become more meaningful each day. Allo's fiber network was built for growth. We have the bandwidth to handle the changing needs of today, tomorrow, and for years to come. We'll continue to invest in the towns we serve, in our team, and in our technology to be ready for the future. We build our network for you, our neighbors, and together we'll stay connected.
As farmers make plans to return to their fields for spring planting, we urge farmers to be alert to the dangers of working near overhead power lines. Electricity is one of the most overlooked, yet deadly hazards of working on a farm. Beware of increased height when loading and transporting equipment on trailers. Avoid raising the arms of planters or cultivators or raising truck beds near power lines. So let's take extra caution this spring planting season. This message brought to you by Chimney Rock Public Power District, your Touchstone Energy partner, the power of human connections.
This year, W2 means we double. Reganis Auto Center will double your down payment on any pre-owned vehicle on their lot. Turn $500 into $1,000. Turn $1,500 into $3,000. Use that money to get out of your lease or a vehicle you owe too much on, or to lower your monthly payment. For a limited time only, double your down payment only at Reganis Auto Center on East Overland and East 27th Street in Scottsbluff, your volume discount dealer.
Welcome back. During their latest briefing before the holiday weekend, Unified Command confirmed an additional 10 COVID-19 cases in the Panhandle. Those Thursday afternoon cases included 7 in Morrill County, 2 in Sheridan County, and 1 in Scottsbluff County. Heading into the holiday weekend, the Panhandle was sitting at 322 total positive cases with 199 recoveries and 3 deaths. That meant 120 active cases throughout the Panhandle, including 70 in Scottsbluff County, 34 in Morrill County, 7 active cases in Sheridan County, 4 in Cheyenne County, 2 active cases each in Dawes and Kimball County, and 1 in Banner County. Well, a 20-year-old Scottsbluff man is listed as in critical condition following an early Saturday morning rollover north of Scottsbluff. Scottsbluff County Chief Deputy Troy Brown says around 4:45 a.m., deputies responded to a rollover on County Road F near the Tri-State Canal just west of Highway 71. Brown says the vehicle was traveling eastbound, left the roadway to the left, impacted the ditch bank, and rolled multiple times. The 17-year-old male driver from Scottsbluff was transported for minor injuries, but 20-year-old passenger Gustavo Fernandez from Scottsbluff was severely injured and was listed in critical condition. Brown says neither person was wearing their seatbelts, and alcohol is suspected to have played a role in the crash, and further charges are pending. And the National Weather Service in Cheyenne has confirmed that an EF2 tornado ripped through Box Butte County last Thursday afternoon. A survey team says the tornado had maximum winds of 115 miles per hour and developed about 10 miles northwest of Hemingford. The storm caused extensive tree damage, mangled pivots, and bent power poles at their bases. The storm also produced baseball-sized hail near the path of the tornado, and KNEB storm chaser Dan Fitz not only caught this time-lapse video, but photos of the damage as well. Well, coming up after the break, Chris Cottrell in with the latest from the sports desk. He'll have that right after the break here on KNEB.TV News.
I've struggled with my weight since I was 13, but weight loss surgery changed my life. I've lost 120 pounds, 80 inches, and gained a whole new outlook on life.
Weight loss surgery may be the answer to your weight and health problems. Regional West offers the support of skilled surgeons and a dedicated bariatric team for your journey to a healthier you. Learn more about weight loss options at Regional West. It's time for a new you.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
Home buying is filled with decisions. Neighborhood, floor plan, fenced yard. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home. Home buying is filled with decisions. Square feet, fixer-upper, room to grow. Make one choice that's easy. Start with FNBO first. We'll guide you home.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the great big small bank.
Off the holiday weekend with plenty of all-star info, the Pioneers are back at home, plus the Legion baseball landscape. Well, many were wondering, and now it's been finalized. Neil Baker with Panhandle Prep confirmed today that the Panhandle Prep All-Star basketball games will be held a week from Friday, July 17th. Like normal, the games will be up at WNCC's Cougar Palace. You see the head coaches. Rosters will get posted to our website by sometime tomorrow morning at the latest, but I can tell you a real nice group of players for both the girls and boys. The evening will feature the dunk and three-point contests as per usual. Girls game will tip first that night at 5:30. Looking forward to Panhandle Prep basketball. Big couple of weeks for football here in state. Shrine Bowl participants report to Kearney this week ahead of the Shrine game on Saturday, and that means just a few more weeks out from our West Nebraska All-Star games in Scottsbluff. Full rosters and coaches that are listed, those are now up on the website. You can check things out online. We'll have radio only for the volleyball match on that Friday afternoon, and then KNEB.TV coverage plus radio for the football game that night, kickoff at 7 o'clock. Well, some home cooking is much needed right now for the Western Nebraska Pioneers, a rarity. The Pios coming off a 3-game road sweep at the hands of the Souris Valley Saber Dogs that look to climb in those standings as they start a home series tonight with the Hastings Sodbusters. Coverage, as always, for the Pioneers on KOZY and KOZY-FM.com. And there was plenty of Legion baseball, and there will be plenty of Legion baseball coming up the rest of this week. Brush, Colorado comes away with the title at the Woodbat Tournament over the weekend at Cleveland Field. The Zephyrs hosted and finished third despite a win over Brush and a 3-1 record. They got knocked off. Their lone loss came to Alliance in the early game yesterday at the ballpark. No coverage tonight, but Gearing home for a pair against Buckley. The Gearing Juniors head to Wheatland. We'll have TV tomorrow night from Alliance as the Spartans host Gearing, and then TV again on Thursday with Gearing hosting Wesco at Oregon Trail Park. That is the latest for today. From right here at the FNBO TV Sports Desk, I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan's back with more right after this here on KNEB.TV.
Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can focus on what matters most. Small business, you're the engine that makes our communities thrive. That's why we're with you, providing more for you, so you can earn more, save more, and do more.
For the past 44 years, Platte Valley Vacuum and Sewing has been serving the Wyobraska area. That's quite a long time. At Platte Valley Vac and Sew, you'll find quality sewing machines, quilting and embroidery machines, even sergers from name brands such as Pfaff and Baby Lock, both known for their well-made machinery. Keep in mind you'll receive one-on-one lessons with your machine purchase. Platte Valley Vac and Sew also offers a fine selection of 100% cotton quilting fabrics and a great selection of threads and notions to assist you in most any quilting or embroidery project you might have. For all your sewing machine quilting needs, stop by Platte Valley Vac and Sew, downtown Scottsbluff.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look at what's happening on today's TV calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we want you to plan for tomorrow while you enjoy today. With our personalized trust and estate planning services, our trust services can help you do just that. When it comes to estate planning, you should seek professional help. And when you do, you should have confidence in the financial institution you choose to handle your trust. At Platte Valley Bank, we pride ourselves in keeping our trust operations local and serving our friends and neighbors. We offer a highly personalized, full line of personal trust and estate planning. Give us a call today and see how our trust services can help you.
And finally tonight, the Leeds Scottsbluff Public Library will be kicking off their summer reading program tomorrow. The Imagine Your Story 2020 summer reading program will be a little bit different than in years past. Librarian Deb Carlson says this year's program will be running through August 7th.
We'll have more of our events online. Things will be lots of virtual activities. Rather than coming and getting their books and their prizes and credit each time they meet a reading increment, now we are going to have everything awarded at the end so they get all of their things, but it will be all at one time.
To get signed up, head to the library between 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. at the table outside, pick up your goodie bag, and start reading those books. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you here next time.